Hello everybody and welcome to probably one of the most basic coding tutorials I think I will ever do. In this video I will be making a simple space shooter game in Construct 3. So if you would like to follow along, please feel free to do so, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm going to create a new project and I'll just name it Shooter Game, I think. And we're going to make it 16 by 9 and viewport size 1080 by 420. And we'll start with an event sheet and all this stuff. So we're going to click create, and now it's going to bring us into the main menus. So first thing you're going to want to do is scale the layout to your layout size. So mine was 1080 by 420 pixels. And now it should give you the perfect layout. So now we're going to add a backdrop. So I'm going to create a tiled background, and I'll just create my own space scene. I think that would be pretty good.
Later.
Okay, so when you're done with that, you're going to want to exit out, make it 1080 by 420 pixels, and then drag it and make the position 0, 0. And now it should be completely centered. And yeah, so that's pretty good. Layer 0, I will rename this to background layer, and I'll create a new layer at the top and we'll call it battle layer. So now that we have the battle layer clicked, I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to press the lock button. That way, whenever I click, it doesn't automatically select it. Please be sure to name everything that you have so it's so organized, because one time I used to make games on here and they used to be cluttered with stuff. So next we're going to want to create our spaceship. So we're going to insert a new object, sprite, and click where you want to put it. And for this video I'll just be using blue bean, and we'll just make it like that. So I'm gonna delete this. Battle layer. I'll create a new sprite called sprite. I'll make my bean. Here we go. So now that you got this, you're going to want to go down here and edit the collision polygon. This is just the easiest way to make a hitbox. If you take PNGs, then it will, if you import PNGs using this button up here, it will automatically give it more points to drag from, and it automatically wraps around it a little bit, which I find is really cool. So there's our spaceship, but I feel like it might be a little big, so let's tone it down to maybe 100 by 100. So we're going to go to behaviors, click add new behavior, and go to 8 direction. And with a click of a button, we have successfully made a character controller for our game. Oh, no, please, no, you're too kind. Thank you, but you're just too kind. Oh, no, stop. Boom, by adding 8 direction, we can now, whoa, okay, so our bean rotates. in space, and I think it might be a little slow, so we're gonna fix that. Exit out, and we click set angle, and we click no. Now when we hit play, there we go. Now that there is no rotation. Amp up the speed a little bit, and there we go. I think we got a pretty nice character controller going. I'm using the arrow keys, by the way. Because this is a very simple game, I won't be getting in-depth into the sort of WASD type things. So one of the main problems that we're facing now is that if I go outside, like out of bounds, and you can't see me go out of bounds, which is not good. So we're gonna click on this guy and go to behaviors and then click bound to layout. So that way, whenever I try to leave, he can't leave the boundary. So now we want to give this bean a shoot functionality. So we're gonna right click again, insert new object and sprite, and I'm going to make this a laser beam. That looks fine. And now we're gonna bring down the collision polygon. So, because I don't really know what scale to put this, just scale it down to whatever laser size you think is appropriate, and leave it up in the corner where you won't be able to see it. So, in the behaviors tab while hovering over this, you click behaviors, add new behavior, and then add a bullet behavior. And now we're gonna amp up the speed because it's a bullet. We'll make it like 600. So that's pretty much the bullet. And now we're gonna make it so that this guy, the bean player, can shoot this laser. We need to insert a new object and type keyboard. That way we can get inputs from the keyboard. So if we go keyboard and we go on key pressed, and we're gonna click to choose, I'm gonna do spacebar. Then we'll add an action, player ship, spawn another object, and we click our laser, done. And now let's test it out. Let's see how this works. All right, we're in the game and it seems to be working just fine. Now we're gonna add the enemy, which will have its own AI to like up and down and up and down and have a health system. So we're gonna insert a new object and another sprite, and let's just color it green for now. And we'll scale it down to 30 by 30. So it's a really little guy. And now we'll make him right here. And now we'll click initially visible off so that when we hit play, it doesn't show up. So now we're going to create one more object, and I'm gonna make the enemy ship. Yeah, that looks good. And make sure to set the orientation just up a little bit into the center. And don't forget to resize the collision polygon. Okay, so now that we did that, we're gonna rename it to enemy ship. Okay, perfect. And we set the orientation to the center, which is great. And, oh, I almost forgot. So, something really strange about this is that you gotta turn it 180 degrees. So that the laser will come out of this side and not this side. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And now when we hit play, we got our enemy right there, and we can move around and stuff, and we can fire our laser, but when we hit the enemy, nothing happens. So we're gonna fix that. First, we're gonna make a instance variable, and we'll name it enemy health, and we'll make it a number, and we'll give it 10, and we hit OK, and there we go. Now we should have it and we'll go up here, add an event, and then we'll go player laser on collision with another object being the enemy ship. Then enemy ship subtract from enemy health number by 1 because it's already subtracting. So if we do -1, then it would be adding to it. So we'll do that. So add an event, enemy ship compare instance variable is equal to 0, enemy ship destroy. So there we go. Now if we shoot the ship 10 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it disappears. Yay. This game's kind of boring. Let's make it so that this dude can fight back. But first we want him to move. So you gotta click on your enemy ship, add behaviors, and go to move to. And we'll amp up the speed to maybe 300 or so. And we'll change the acceleration to 9999999 and 99999 for the deceleration. Insert new object, sprite. Just click down here for now, and we'll make this one purple. And we'll size it down to 30 by 30. And yes, we're going to have to uncheck initially visible. So system on start of layout, enemy move to AI boundary. Event, enemy ship on collision with another object being the AI boundary. Then enemy ship move to the other one. So we need to make it so that when this guy on collision with another object being the purple one, enemy ship move to green. So now that should loop it completely, but we have the problem where it rotates. So that's not good. Set angle. You uncheck set angle, and now it should stay like that. So perfect. Now you have a pretty difficult enemy to hit. We gotta make him fight back though. So we can't make him use this laser because if the laser would come out of this object, then the laser would technically be touching it. So if it shot a laser 10 times, then it would destroy itself. So we're gonna need to make another one. So follow my steps, and we'll make this one blue. So enemy laser, will scale it down to the same size, 84 by 34. 84 by 34. Boom! Now we're each at a competitive advantage. So behaviors, add new behavior, and we'll make it bullet, and we'll set the speed to 500. Forgot to add functionality. System, no, we'll go enemy ship. Wait, no. How do I make it wait? Ah, perfect. Oh. Every X seconds. There we go. Now let's make it 1. So now every second, enemy will spawn a laser. So now, every second, the enemy should be spawning a laser. And it should be going up and down, and it will be having a wonderful time. And we will have a wonderful time trying to dodge these incredible attacks. Just crazy. So yeah, we made that so far, and now we're gonna make it so that the player has a health system. So we're gonna go to instance variables, add a new instance variable, and we'll call it player health. Now we're gonna do something similar to the last one. but instead we're going to make that one less. We're going to go player ship on collision with another object, being the enemy laser, subtract from player health 1. And now we'll go player compare instance variable is player health is equal to 0, player destroy. And then we'll make a function so that if you die, then you'll be able to restart the game. So I'm gonna create a button and place it in the center of the game, and I'll make text. And I'll just pop some text right here. And now we're gonna change the properties. So we're gonna go, you are die. Very grammar. And we're gonna change it to white. We're gonna make the size a bit bigger. So we'll amp up the size to probably a pretty decent amount. Maybe like, okay, you can stop now. Okay, you can stop now. Okay, stop! Okay, yeah, I think 50 is fine. So now that we have that, we can center it, and remember, make sure to always change the name. So we'll name the button respawn button, and now we're going to go add event system on start of layout. Respawn button is set visible, invisible. So we cannot see it, we cannot interact with it on the start of layout. And we're going to do the same for the text. Set the visibility to invisible. And then when the player health reaches 0, now we'll go respawn button visible to visible, and set the text visibility to visible as well. And now we'll add functionality to the button. So we go here, we click the button, on clicked, system restart layout. So it restarts the game. So now let's check this out. So I'm gonna die real quick. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. The text appears, and so does the button. And if I click the button, it restarts the layout. And I can play again perfectly fine. And yeah, I guess that's okay. So yeah, works really well actually. I really like it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. If you would like any more tutorials, please drop a request in the comment section, and I will be happy to accommodate. When you're finished, make sure to go up here to the save button. You click save project and save it into wherever file you like. Personally, just save it to downloads and name it Space Shooter. There we go. So now it should save. And there we go. Now you have successfully saved and created a game using only 11 lines of clicking-based code and a couple sprites. I really hope that you enjoyed this video today, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and check out my other channel as well, where I do gaming, and yeah. So see you guys soon. Bye!